right, I hit the button. Okay, so we might be live. Let's see.
Hello, we're back.
I mean, I would like to make sure that it's updated on YouTube. Let's see here. Yep. Okay, so we're live on the internet, baby. Cool. So,
We're back.
yeah,
It's been
we haven't been
a
here in a
little
while.
bit. We took basically all the month of August off.
Yeah,
Went on
Let's-
a big road trip, and it was very fun.
yeah. You want to talk about where we went? We went to a lot of places.
did.
So, what was our first place we went to? We went to West Virginia.
New River Gorge National Park. It was so beautiful.
Yeah.
West Virginia is a totally underrated state. If you have not been to West Virginia, I suggest going because it's really nice.
Yeah, I would say like West Virginia and like a lot of the little towns were nice too. So it's yeah, it is like a very underrated state.
It's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous state.
Yeah, and then where did we go from there?
We went to Mammoth Cave next in Kentucky.
Kentucky,
That was really
yes.
fun. That was something that I wanted to do for probably 2-3 years. I saw a bunch of people on YouTube going. I'm like, that looks really cool. We should definitely go there. So we made that part of our trip.
I think once you go to Mammoth Cave, I don't know if it's like the biggest cave around, but it's massive. So I'm like, we were walking for what 90 minutes almost,
Yeah.
but a lot of it was like stopping. So maybe like 30 minutes deep into like a cave. There was like multiple levels, and it was huge down there.
It was really, really cool.
There was this one room. It was hard to walk through. It was usually I don't know if they like when they found these caves were they as open as they are, because there was this one area where they didn't clear it out at all. So you had maybe 3
It was
feet.
very tight.
Yeah, 3 feet width, and the height was maybe 4 to 5 feet, if that. So I'm 6'1". That was not fun going through that little area, but it was a few minutes of really scary, and you're claustrophobic, like really tight quarters, but
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
We were only in there for a few minutes, and then it opened up again, and
yeah,
we were with a bunch of people, so it was cool. The best part about it was so cold in there because it was like 95 degrees the day we went. You know, middle of the summer in Kentucky, it's hot and humid. So
Yeah,
it was like natural air conditioning.
it was like 50 something degrees
It
down
was
there.
awesome.
Yeah. But did you catch yourself like the air down there? Like the deeper we went in, it was a little bit harder to breathe because there's not as much oxygen down there. But
I was fine. Maybe you were just a little nervous.
yeah, probably. So yeah, we did that, and then what's cool also in that area, like we were in Bowling Green, Kentucky, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and there was another one you can go like a cave, but you go on a boat, so you're kind of going. It's all just water down there, so you go on a boat with other people, and it kind of takes you in. It's not very big. It's not nearly as big as like Mammoth Cave, but it was
really
cool to
cool.
like ride on a boat inside of a cave, so you didn't have to like walk around and hit your head because. Yeah, pretty much every damn time I go into these caves, I'm hitting my head because
Well, you're tall.
I'm tall. Yeah, we were in what's the one in Tennessee, Ruby Falls. I hit my head
yeah.
pretty hard on that one. I
Yeah.
bit my tongue. I was like, God damn it.
Yeah, it's tall people problems. Short people don't have to worry about that.
And where we go from there? I'm already losing track of where we went.
We went to Kansas City for a night,
Ugh.
and then there wasn't a whole lot really to do there. And then
Kansas City was out of all of the places, I thought it would be like a cool downtown. It was not great at all. It was
it's kind of boring.
yeah, it's definitely like we've traveled all around this country, and some cities have like a cool downtown. The vibe is cool. There's people that actually live there, work there. There's like stuff to do, but not in Kansas City. It was basically, I think, unless there's just a football game, the downtown area sucks. Like
It was pretty dead.
not great. Yeah, I don't like downtowns like that because we're city people, so we love to walk around the city and explore. But yeah, you're not doing that in Kansas City. I couldn't wait to leave there actually.
And then we went to Colorado.
Yeah, but on the way we went to St. Louis. We saw the Arch. We actually
No, that was on the way
to where?
to Kansas City.
Oh, it was okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we did go. We did stop and see the Arch. I forgot we stopped and saw the St. Louis Arch, that was pretty fun.
Yeah,
it was
we-
a short stop. We just kind of ate lunch there, but I
Yeah.
always wanted to see it.
The elevator going up, it was a little tight like contraption almost. There's like 4 people and it goes up like at an angle. So we didn't want to spend a lot of time there, so we literally just ate lunch and left.
It was nice. It
cool
was
to
a nice
see.
little stop. Yeah, we did that, and then We went to Colorado for like
Denver.
well, like a week, yeah, because we were in Denver for 2 days, and then we went to Steamboat. Met my family up there, and that was so much fun. Steamboat is awesome, even in the
Yeah.
summer. I know it's like more of like a ski destination, but they have tons of stuff to do in the
Yeah, because
summer as well.
I went to Steamboat with some old friends of mine. We went skiing. It was the very first time I ever like been in really cold temperatures, and I went skiing in Steamboat and Winter Park. So I went to like these massive mountains, and I sucked. I like fell every 2 minutes.
Well, it was your first time
Yeah,
doing
so
it.
it was cool to see Steamboat during like that time. It was packed. There was people, thousands of people everywhere skiing, and then you go in the summer, completely different vibe. It was more low key, a lot less people. And what's cool is they still use the mountain, but they instead of like skiing, you get your bikes and you just kind of
You
go
just
down.
go
So
down the mountain on bikes, and there's a lot of hiking, and
yeah,
it's really beautiful. We had a great
I
time.
love Colorado. And then we skipped over like in Denver. We stayed there for a couple days. We love doing Meow Wolves. If you don't know what that is,
Oh, that was cool, yeah.
yeah, it's a really big building. It's like a
Art
basically yeah, an art
installation.
installation, but you can interact with it. You walk around these weird rooms, and I love that type of stuff. You just spend a couple hours in there, and
Yeah, that was really cool. It was. We went to the one in Santa Fe and the one in Vegas, and we thought this one was the best
yeah,
one.
I
So,
agree. Yeah, this was my favorite one. And then I definitely noticed like Denver. Like I still love Denver a lot, but I noticed like we stayed in a neighborhood outside the city, and yeah, Denver's got a cool vibe where I don't think a lot of people really go downtown as much. It's kind of like a Kansas City. They use it a little bit, but when you live in a place like Denver, I noticed that all the neighborhoods have like their own like food halls and like breweries and shops. So it's almost like a at least here in like South Jersey area, it's kind of like that too. Where I love like when stuff is like in the neighborhood, so you don't have to go downtown all the time to do stuff.
yeah, it was really nice.
And then
We stayed in a nice area.
yeah. And then after we stayed in a steamboat for like a week, which was awesome. And then
And we went to Chicago.
yeah,
That was really fun.
yeah, Chicago was like the highlight of the trip for me. Like, 'cause like I said, we're big city people, so yeah, I love Chicago. It might be one of my new favorite cities in this country. My takeaway is we have Philly to compare it to, and New York, and all the other big cities, and Chicago was clean. I was
Chicago was a lot
shocked.
cleaner than Philly.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like, see the thing like we noticed in Philly because we used to live in Philly. It is dirty, but like what it is for some goddamn reason they don't put like lids on the trash cans, and
Or you
so
don't even get trash cans
yeah,
to
well, you
like
don't get
put
trash cans.
stuff
So
in. So that's why it's so filthy
yeah,
because people just put their trash outside with no lid and the wind blows and it blows
yeah.
everywhere.
So that I don't know why they. I don't know. It makes it weird
It's
because
a simple
Philly.
solution to a problem, and for whatever reason they don't do it. I don't
Yeah,
know.
tons of people live in Philly. Like there's row homes everywhere, and so we live in them, right? And so you get 4 or 5 people, like sets of families in one house, and then they just put all their garbage on the sidewalk, like just in a bag, like a Trader Joe's bag, you just put out there, and a big gust of wind comes and just blows it down the street, and then now it looks like it's filthy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's kind of a mess, but
yeah,
we still love Philly.
yeah. So
Chicago
Chicago,
was very clean, well, cleaner than what we're used to, and the architecture was really
yeah,
something to see. And I'm big into stuff like that, so we did an architecture boat tour, and that was really, really nice. And we went into some Frank Lloyd Wright buildings and just kind of walked in and out of buildings for most of the day, and it was really cool.
yeah.
You learn a lot about the city,
Very
and
walkable.
yeah.
We love walkable cities. Like any city that's walkable, like we're all about it. And food was pretty good.
Yeah.
Actually, the pizza sucked. Like we gave it a fair shot, but we can officially
Deep
say
dish isn't pizza.
Chicago pizza
New York
is.
pizza all day.
I don't know what the hype is. It's just like it's like a casserole, and where it falls apart for both of us, we were like, you get to the crust and it's just bland. There's
There's no
nothing to it.
flavor,
So I'm
yeah.
like,
I mean, maybe it's just the place that we went to, but I it was fine, but I wasn't like blown away by it.
yeah. But we, of course, we got the other staple, the hot dog and the beef sandwich. What is it? The Italian beef.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. The food's good for sure. Yeah. It's a cool city. I definitely want to go back and see more of it. So
Yeah. And then I guess we forgot to mention on the way there we stopped in Omaha. We've been to Omaha before. Omaha, Nebraska is not bad. Like
Yeah, it's cool.
we have a magnet that says Nebraska. It's not that bad. That's what.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we didn't really spend a ton of time there this time, but
Yeah.
I do like it there. It's just, driving across the country is fun, but you get in the middle of the country and there's not a whole lot.
Yeah.
So it's like when you stop in a town like Omaha and there's stuff to do,
Mm-hmm.
it's nice. It's a nice break because you're literally just driving through farmland for
Yeah.
hours
Like
and hours.
Kansas.
Kansas
Yeah,
and Nebraska are pretty boring states to drive through.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's what we did most of August, so it was a really good summer. I hope you guys had a good summer too. I know summer's technically not over, but temperatures are starting to cool down. We're starting to think about fall, and I'm excited to get more into filming stuff and doing some projects that we have coming up. So it was a nice break, but I'm ready to get back to
Get
work.
back into it. Yeah. Yeah. It was a little bit hard to adjust after being off for like 3 weeks. You come back. And I'm like, eh. And the good thing is when we were away, we didn't have too much stuff come up. Because sometimes when we were on these vacations, stuff can come up. But yeah, we didn't have too much going on, which was nice.
Yeah, but it's nice that, we're able to work on the road. And that's why we travel so much because we can. We just need a computer and an internet connection to do what we do. So why not take advantage of traveling? That's something that we like to do. So
It's a huge part of our life. Yeah, and I tell people, I was like, the world is our office. Like, we work here, but in this house, but it's like we could work literally anywhere. Yeah. Yeah. So you're getting back into that.
yeah, I'm excited to start doing more work. We have some projects coming up, some e-commerce stuff, which is always fun, challenging but fun. I'm excited to get those going. Excited to start filming videos regularly again.
But yeah,
Back into that.
we've noticed. I mean, of course, with all the stuff going on and AI and everything, we've definitely noticed we're getting the much more advanced type of requests now to make websites. So the more like complicated, functionality and e-commerce, like we're not really getting the static websites as much. Like,
Which is fine.
yeah, it's good with me. I'm like, it's all good. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, David, what's going on here? Let me see if I can add the button here. That still works. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been a while. We haven't really been on YouTube, so I haven't really been catching up with all of the stuff going on. I've
Yeah.
seen some of your videos pop in my feed. I have a backlog of all the stuff I have to watch.
Yeah, it's you guys have been doing some good
Yeah,
content, but it's just we have to get back into our routine.
yeah, yeah. Same here. Yeah, we were just talking about.
Nice.
We took like all of August off, and we just kind of did a huge road trip in this country. So yeah, we can do that, which is nice. You could take like weeks off. It's so nice to be able to do that. But yeah, and then our next big trip is, and we're gonna go to Thailand in November. So
Yes, I'm
That's-
so excited for that.
yeah, we're excited to. I'm always excited to leave the country, which is nice. Like, because when you go to another country after you live in America, you start to live in a bubble. I'm like, I love to see how other people live in different
I
countries.
think it's going to be kind of a culture shock, but I'm so excited to see everything and eat the food because Thai food is awesome. And
Yeah.
it's just like they have all these amazing food markets and just people everywhere selling you different dishes. It's gonna be so
Yeah,
fun.
it looks like the food markets is what we're gonna be all about. And our hotel is like right down about 10 minutes from one of the big food markets. So
I
yeah,
can't wait.
we're big foodies.
I'm probably gonna starve myself for like a week and then just go there and eat everything. So
And it is just cheap, like our
yeah,
U.S.
food
dollar.
is a lot cheaper
Oh,
in
yeah.
Thailand.
Like we're starting to cut back. We already in this country don't go out to restaurants as much. I hate it because like I want to support the small businesses. Like every Friday night we used to like to go out and like go to dinner and support a local restaurant, but it's becoming more and more expensive
Difficult to
and
do,
difficult
yeah.
because it's a disaster right now in this country. I won't get too deep into it, but like the electric cost, like our electric bill this past month skyrocketed because we're building all these like AI data centers here, and it's just a mess. Like everyone's power is going up. So guess what? Now people can't go support a local business. So this is like the effects of crap like this.
Yeah.
So
Mark Zuckerberg can have his AI world.
I know we're getting into some we're in very weird times right now.
Yeah.
And yeah. And though to talk about it for a second, but it's like, who's going to win? Because like if all of these big companies have these huge AI data farms, there's only going to be one or two winners. The rest of them are just going to lose. And so what are they going to do? Continue to operate these huge data centers and just take up the resources? No one's like talking about that, you know? It's like,
yeah. I mean, it's a mess. I mean, that kind of goes into like we like to do love and hates on these, and that's one of the things that we had said was one of our hates is just like everything is AI,
yeah,
and it's like doesn't need to be. Like you just were talking about, you kind of overheard some of the WordCamp stuff and how they're doing it. It's like, why?
Yeah, I watched. So usually I like to watch State of the Word, which is Matt Mullenweg's big thing at WordCamp. So this year, as you know, probably last year he went off and started all this crap. But this year he kept it low key, but he's pushing like this AI crap that WordPress.com is doing. So it's I have a lot of opinions, but I'm just like, I'm not going to use it.
Everything needs to.
It's such a
AI, and I heard that a lot of these companies are using AI as a buzzword so they can get more funding, because that's what every venture capitalist wants now. So they're like, oh, if we just say we have AI stuff, then we get more funding. But it's like, do we need all this stuff? Like a good example is like the Taco Bell thing. I don't know if anybody has heard about that, but they started using AI in their drive-thru, and then somebody went through and pulled a prank and was like, I want 18,000 waters, and it just like completely crippled the system. And then people were saying, you know, if you want like no tomato, or you have an allergy and you can't have certain things, like it doesn't know what to do. So it was a disaster. And I'm like, do we even need it to begin with? No, like I feel like we've kind of perfected drive-through technology. You go through, it takes a couple minutes, you get your food, and it's done. Like, why do we need to?
Well, the fact that something that dumb and juvenile can cripple the system meant they did like no research.
Of course,
they were just like, get this up because we need to have a better quarter.
We need to have and it ended up money. Like not. It's just the exact
so
opposite.
I think we're going to start doing this. I think we're going to start messing with AI. So if we're in places and it's AI, I'm going to start messing with it, because I've seen some videos where, like, if you go to try to get a job somewhere, there's times where these companies will use like these AI bots to like hire you. So you could just mess with those bots. You could be like, okay, what model are you on? You could start to mess with it and get information from it. So I think we're going to start doing that more often.
Well, I'm kind of all for it. Like, yeah, if you see AI and you're talking about drive-through, order 18,000 waters. Screw them. Like, they need to just keep their employees and do it the way that it's been working for like years. It's been working fine for decades. We don't need AI to do everything.
So yeah, I say right here in Nigeria, companies that would accept software don't mention AI implementation. Yeah, so that's good. I think that there is going to be more pushback on it, and I won't go too many details, but yeah, we're doing some changes at Wiki here, and we're starting to promote that we don't use AI, because when you hire us, like, we're gonna make it very clear that like it's literally us, and we don't use AI implementation. I might use AI for coding stuff once in a while. That's it.
Or to ask a question, like as it should be used, but not to like. I'm not design a layout of a website or vibe code, which is like the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna make it very clear that like you're still gonna get software in a website that's actually built by a human being, and that is like sustainable, because like this crap, if you're doing this vibe coding crap,
it's not.
Good luck in a couple years. These companies don't even exist anymore. What are you gonna do if you use a platform like Lovable? Do you honestly think Lovable is gonna be around in 5 years? No.
I think that a bigger company is just going to scoop them up, and it's not going to exist. I think that's what's going to happen to a lot of these companies is they're jumping on this bandwagon, and then in a couple
Well,
years
this is
it's
what
going to
makes
be
me
completely forgotten
this is
about.
what makes me concerned about how WordPress is right now and all this AI crap. So they're pushing, okay, use this AI crap, which basically like it's like a Lovable where you can prompt your way and it will create these WordPress blocks for you. It's not great. Like I've seen some demos,
Hmm.
not great. Why WordPress is supposed to be like for the DIYers, like for people like us who want to run a business and or you can maybe try to figure it out on your own. Do you honestly think that people were going to be able to vibe code their way into creating custom blocks and have it work? And then this is what makes me so pissed off about WordPress is like we've been asking for the dumbest functionality on the back end, like literally just folders inside the media library. Like, come on, a folder. You can
Hmm.
create a whole like AI system that can do all of this crap, but you can't just. We've been
You
asking you for
can't
like
give us the
decades.
things that like we actually
I know.
want.
So it goes to show that they're chasing, he's just chasing the same crap like all these other
Yeah,
corporations. So
they
there's
yeah.
going to be, it's like the dot com bubble. Like all of these companies back in the early 90s, they did the same shit. They all bought into, oh, you need all this dot com stuff and all these
Hmm.
apps and websites. And you don't. Like nobody wants that crap. Like,
Yeah, I think that it's gonna yeah, it's gonna crash, and like it's just
it's already,
there's too much of it, and like it's not needed in most cases.
yeah. And I see what you're saying here. Yeah, I haven't seen that. I've heard about it. So Elementor's doing the same thing.
Yeah, I know. They're
So,
all doing it because that's how I feel like it's the truth. That's how they're
and
getting more
it's
funding.
just like WordPress. Like what Elementor doesn't. I love Elementor. We still use it,
Hmm.
but it's what is it? Like who the hell is it for now? Like it's for nobody. It's for everybody. It's for the advanced coder. Who the hell is it for? So I think them
They're having
adding
an identity
yeah,
crisis.
them having this, what is it called? Angie? I don't know. I thought it was called something. I don't know what that was called. But yeah, it's going to be the same thing, I think, where you just vibe code your way and be like, hey, I'm
Yeah.
creating a barber website. Make 4 pages. I'm just like, there's always these weird like nuances with web design. This is what nobody really talks about with vibe
Hmm.
coding and all that. There's all this weird stuff that you have to figure out. Like I've been spending two
Yeah.
days trying to figure out how to do this weird functionality with Jet Form Builder. Like I need a way to log in, change a form on the front end. I'm having a lot of technical issues, but I've been doing this for 30 years. I know how to fix it. You're not going to be able to vibe code your way through
Well,
crap like
yeah, I
that,
mean that's not the agenda. The agenda is like you can use AI, anybody can do it. You can learn how to build a website in a week, which is not true. So I feel like the people that are actual developers, like Dave that's
Mm,
been chatting with us, like he's an actual developer, like we're actual developers, we have experience, we want to learn. We're just going to be fixing all of these problems
mm-hmm.
that people who don't know what they're doing are going to have by trying to vibe code their way to creating things.
Yeah.
So I think we'll be fine. It's just going to take a while, and there's going to be a lot of crap that happens before
Mm-hmm.
things kind of simmer out.
But then it kind of like I think about this a lot too. It's like if I were to start from scratch right now, would I still be using like WordPress? And I probably wouldn't. Like
No, I
I
don't think I
think
would
you're
either.
at this tipping point right now where it's like okay, we're sticking with WordPress because it's been secure for decades. It
Mhm.
works. It actually is a good system. When you have other stuff built on top of it, like the
Mhm.
Elementors, they make it actually a good product. But you go to the back end of WordPress now, it's embarrassing. And
Yeah.
it's just a freaking embarrassment compared to if you know how to like code yourself or some of these other platforms. They are
They make it
killing.
a lot easier.
Yeah. All right, so let's see yeah, this Elementor. Yeah, I agree. I've been hearing about it, but I haven't even messed with the version 4. I know that's like a big thing with the class systems. Like, I'm just waiting for it to be done, and
Hmm.
then I will go heavy on it. I'm not gonna be their beta tester. I don't have time. I've been learning so many other things. I'm like, they, they're. I don't know.
I think the key is to use the features like that you
Are
would
gonna use.
benefit from,
Yeah.
and I think that one thing that Elementor does is like they throw a lot of spaghetti at the wall and
Like this,
see
yeah.
what sticks, and then eventually some of this stuff is going to be put on the back burner, and they're going to focus more on the things that people are actually
Yeah.
using. So the one thing I do like about Elementor is they do listen to people. It might take a while, but they do listen and say like,
If there's enough people complaining about
yeah,
something,
like
right?
if there's enough people complaining, they'll say, okay, we need to fix this, and it sometimes takes a while, but they eventually do it. Like the thing that's coming out with the class system, like that was a big complaint for a lot of developers for a
Well,
while, and
it's
they
just,
fixed it.
I wouldn't even say it's a complaint. It's just modern CSS. It's the
Well,
way that you
yeah,
should be coding
people were
websites.
complaining that like it wasn't up to modern standards, so they fixed it. So I do appreciate that they listen to people and add in those features, but I also think that they're adding a lot of stuff that we don't
Yeah.
need right now to
Like, look at
see
what you
what
put here.
happens.
It is true. Like, this is all the crap they got. Image optimizer, you got AI, you got the pro,
Yeah.
hosting, send, site planner, Angie.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mess. And I hate on the back end, they're shoving this crap.
Yeah.
Like, I get all these pop-ups all the time because I update our client websites. I'm just like, stop.
Yeah.
I even submitted a request for them to remove that site planner crap because if a client hired us to do the website, I don't want them to go in and start messing around with stuff like in the theme, like it's dangerous.
Yeah.
So they haven't responded yet because I don't think there's enough people that like are pushing
But
back
I
on
think
it.
that over time things are going to evolve because we've been using Elementor for a long time, and I just know how much it's changed over the years, and that's all due to the people that are using it saying we want this. And if enough people do that, they do listen. Whereas I feel like WordPress, you can complain about something and it Matt's like, oh, we're just going to start doing Gutenberg. Nobody wanted that. Nobody wants this AI crap either, but he doesn't listen to the people, whereas I feel like Elementor does. So
Well, they kind of have to, I would say, because they're
yeah, well, you would think that WordPress would, because if you don't have people using the platform, then you're not going to have a company.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
yeah. There's a lot to say there, but. I definitely, definitely to switch topics a little bit. Yeah, I check out our latest video feed. Like, I finally finished this mall animation I've been doing inside of Blender. So I've been going all in on 3D, which is I've been kind of like I'm always doing website stuff, but I'm kind of put that on the back burner. That's why you haven't seen any tutorials from me lately because I've been all in on Blender. So I finally have a cool video.
Really cool.
Yeah, I did a full walkthrough of them all. So I just wanted to see how I would go about doing a big project. It took me weeks to do this, and I was learning a lot. And my God, I definitely learned so much. It's refreshing to sit and actually learn something new. Like, I got out of the web design space and I went back into 3D, and it was refreshing. Let me tell you that. And it's when you can kind of compare it to WordPress because Blender is an open source platform. So the community is very open. It's not like the WordPress system at all. Like, it's kind of the way it should be done, in my opinion. So they have Blender cons, which is kind of like a WordCamp. So I might go to the one next year. They have a big one in Amsterdam. So I was like, maybe we can go to Amsterdam, and she won't go into the thing, but you can go to Amsterdam with me.
I'm down for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think what you created was so cool. I know you spent a lot of time on it, and it turned out really, really great in my opinion. I think you did a great job with it.
Thanks.
And
Yeah, because we
I'm
want to.
excited to see you do more.
Yeah, well, we're gonna offer that as a service again. Well, I used to offer 3D as a service, but I just never really promoted it. So in the future, when we start making a lot of changes here at Wiki, I'm gonna offer that as a service because, yeah, you really can't just survive anymore on just creating websites. That is one thing that not only AI kind of disrupted, but it's just the way the industry's moving. That's why we're starting to get more into more advanced stuff. We're going to get back more into branding and 3D.
Custom development and
Yeah.
and I think 3D and renderings and stuff, it definitely is a part of what people are looking for,
Yeah.
certain people.
Yeah.
So, I'm really excited to see some of the new things that you come up with. I've given him some ideas for things that he could do. And I think it's going to be really cool. Like I was really impressed with how much you did in like I thought it was a short period of time. You said it took a long time, but I was
Yeah,
like
it took me weeks to build that, but I was learning the
you
new
were
software.
learning, and I like it. I don't think it would have. I would
Now,
have been able to do it in that amount of time.
I definitely can tell that like the good thing about using something like Blender is it's just kind of like the one system where it's not like if you have a problem like with WordPress and Elementor, there's a lot of elements. So it was kind of refreshing to go and actually use it like AI when I have a problem with Blender because 9 out of 10 times it would be like, here's how you fix it. It's just
Yeah.
right here.
That's I feel like how
It's so nice.
AI should be used, where it actually assists you
Yeah.
and solves problems. I feel like there's so many good uses for it, and we're focusing on making Taco Bell drive-throughs have AI. Which
Well,
makes
what's
no
really
sense.
cool about like it's impressive. Like I'm not always shitting on AI, but it's just like when the companies try to absorb it into like their identity, it doesn't work because it's so new. They don't know how to use it. But like a good use case is like when you create like a complicated like texture or what they call a geometry node, which is like functionality inside of like a node system. I'm probably talking gibberish, but anyways, you could take a picture of something like if you see a creator and he has like a really complicated way to do it, you could take a picture of that, put it in AI, and be like, "Can you explain how all this shit works?" Because it just it literally looks like spaghetti. So that's helped me so much because if I were to sit there and try to like toggle everything on and off, it would take me 8 times as long. I don't even know
Right.
to try to learn. But now it's just like here's everything that they did.
Yeah, that's a good use for
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Oh, look at that! You could do some vlogging. Yes.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I've always wanted to go to Amsterdam, and I'll just walk around. Maybe I'll get a bike and bike around the city because I know they're big into
Oh yeah.
biking. And yeah, while you're at the conference doing nerd stuff, go to like a little cafe or
Yeah.
go to the Van Gogh Museum. I don't know.
But yeah, fun fact is I'm always dangling that carrot ahead in front of her. I'm like, here in the United States, you could easily move to Amsterdam for a couple years. The visa's very. She's like, I don't want to move to Amsterdam. I was like,
I don't think. I
can we
wanna do
just
that.
move there like part time, like get 6 months there, 6 months here? I would do that
I don't know.
because I don't want to lose our house. I don't want
It's
to like.
cold there in the winter.
Yeah, I wouldn't
and-
go in the winter. I mean, like,
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure summer is nice, but in the winter, I don't know if I'd like it that much.
yeah, I did some research and I was like, yeah, I think it's pretty miserable in the winter, and a lot of people kind of stay in. So once it's nice out, the whole city, everyone's out
Yeah,
riding their bikes.
everybody's outside in the summer because it's nice. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm sure it's beautiful there, but yeah.
Well, kind of like when we went to Chicago. Like we have a friend that lives in Chicago. He did live in Chicago, and I was like,
Yeah.
I love it here. He's like, yeah, it's
Yeah, it's
summer.
because it's summer. That's what he
Yeah.
said. He's like, you love it because it's summer. When we come back in the winter, you won't like it as
We
much.
come back in February, and I'm like, that wind gust hits
Yeah.
you. Oh, that's cold. Like where we are, it's cold, but
It's not like that though.
we don't get all
It's
of
a
this.
different type of cold.
Yeah,
And I don't do well in the cold climates.
yeah. So let me see. We kind of just talked a little bit about
Yeah.
everything. We usually don't have an agenda. We just kind of like to come on here, just
Yeah,
see.
but yeah, I mean, one of the things that I'm loving, I know you're loving, is the Blender stuff. I'm so impressed with what it can do. I'm
Yeah.
like, this is a free,
And it's
open
free.
source program. This is awesome.
Yeah.
You can do so much cool stuff with it. Another thing, another love is just seeing our clients. They're having their businesses grow. It's really cool. One client in particular that we worked with last year to do some brand strategy, build a website. Her business is growing so much, and she's a one-woman show, so she's at the point now where she's like, I feel like I need to hire help. So like that's a good thing. Like I want to see people's businesses succeed, and she's killing it. It's awesome. So I love to see stuff like that. I love to see the strategies that we put into place actually work. So
Yeah. And like I said, I've seen a shift where a lot of our old clients are asking for like more advanced
Mm-hmm.
stuff on the back end. Like, hey, I have all these blogs. I want to be able to sort it a certain way. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we could easily do that now, you know. So
Yeah.
I'm starting to see that type of request a lot more. Yeah.
Yeah. This client that I was just talking about, like, we are working together to improve her online store so that people can order more things easily, find what they're looking for. She wants to add a bunch of different products, and it's just cool to be able to do that to
Hmm.
help somebody and to see like yeah like they're actually getting orders and the business is successful and the strategies that we put into place are actually working.
Hmm. Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, and I don't know. I talk about this sometimes. Like I did get burned out on creating like the YouTube tutorials, so I might take a little break from it. I don't know. I'm just doing a lot of learning.
Mm-hmm.
So if I do tutorials, I might just start doing like Blender tutorials.
Well, you didn't talk about the thing that you're creating right now, which
Oh,
is
with the CRM
yeah,
thing. Yeah,
he's
so
creating a CRM
yeah, I'm
for us.
just like so we've been using the same platform Dubsado to create all of our contracts and questionnaires, that type of stuff. And honestly, like their software, it kind of sucks. Like they haven't really innovated it much.
Mm-mm.
We've been with them for what, almost not quite 10 years, maybe like 7, 8 years probably.
Yeah, we've been using it for a long time, and they haven't really innovated much.
Yeah.
They haven't added new features, which is fine if you have stuff that works well, but we found that we weren't using the platform to like its full
Yeah.
capabilities. Like you can do a lot with it. You can invoice, you can
Do all
do
this automation
tasks, you can have
stuff.
like but like it just wasn't what we needed.
We literally just used it for contracts and like our questionnaires.
And
That's
the
it.
scheduler,
Because we didn't
yeah.
like their invoicing. So yeah, we were just like, well, first of all, it costs like $400 a year. So I'm like,
Hmm.
okay, I'm always about making cutbacks. Like at the end, especially at the end of the year, I love making one business decision that like will help us save money, and that's one of them. And it's been one that's been lingering for a while. So I was like, I know all this jet form stuff. I know how to use all the Crockle block. There's no reason why I can't do this myself. So I was like,
Yeah. If we were using Dubsado, like on all the things that it offered, I would say it would be
worth keep it.
totally
Yeah,
worth keeping, but we weren't. And I'm like, can't we just make this simpler
yeah,
for us? So he's like, yeah, I think I can do that. So
yeah.
now that's his latest project.
Yeah, so I'm working on that, and
Mhm.
yeah, I'm definitely like I said, I'm running into a lot like some technical stuff, but like I've been doing this stuff for so goddamn long. I know how to fix
Mhm.
things. I know why things are weird, but like if you just vibe code, use AI, you don't know what the hell you're doing. Like
Yeah.
that's it's
I the main concern I have with just like how things are going today, not just in AI, but I just feel like in general, it's like people think that like you don't need like the fundamentals to do
yeah,
anything.
exactly.
With like everything, I feel like people are just less and less like inclined to like want to learn
Hmm.
something new. And it's like, well, there's an app that can do that, or I can just like use
Or
AI, or I can like use this tool that's just going to do it for me instead of like actually sitting down and figuring out
yeah.
like how to do things. And I feel like it's
Well,
not
you could
good.
like a good example is when I was learning Blender. So I already have a big 3D background, so I understand like how 3D programs work, right?
Hmm.
But inside Blender, a lot of things are kind of like ass backwards to how I learned. And
Hmm.
so I would prompt it and be like, okay, how do I do this? And like, why is it like this? And I compared it to the way I used to do it. I'm like, this is how I used to do it. Why do I
Hmm.
do it like this? So I literally was like asking it, and it would get it right a lot of times. Sometimes it would just make up stuff. But I was asking it a lot of questions. I was like, teach me on why this is better to
Yeah.
do it this way. I feel like people don't do that. And I do that with
No.
our website stuff too. I'm like, explain to me why this code snippet works better than this code snippet I had.
Hmm.
Like, I feel like people just grab it and just paste it in and like, oh, look, it works. But
Yeah, I feel like there's less learning, and I think that's a problem just in general. Like people don't want to know how to do things anymore. They just want it done for them, and I
Well,
think
I've
it's going to
been
be a problem because we're not going to know how to fix
well,
things. We're not going to know how to do anything.
I'm already seeing like on YouTube, a lot of teachers are actually literally quitting because the students now
Hmm.
are just like,
Yeah, I've
I
heard that
don't want to
too.
learn. I just ask the computer and it tells me everything. Like it's the learning.
It's
This is going to be kind of
concerning.
scary. We're going to be living in some weird times soon. I think if
Well, I feel like we already are. Like, I know I was talking to you about this, like a couple weeks ago. I was like, it just seems like nobody wants to know how to like cook anymore,
Mhm.
or know how to like fix something. Like you have a leaky faucet, like how to fix. Like they just
Yeah.
want somebody to do it for them or an app to do it for them. Like you don't have to cook because you have DoorDash and Uber Eats, and you can just get everything delivered. And it's like, well, what
Hmm.
happens if you don't have that? You need
Yeah.
to know how to make a meal, and this is why you're broke because you're spending like $400 a week on Uber.
Yeah.
It's like this
Well,
is
I'm
this is a
definitely noticing.
problem.
I am noticing. I mean, you definitely noticed it a lot more. So we both like cut out social media completely. Like we have no TikToks, no Instagrams, no
Yeah.
Facebooks, no LinkedIn's. We literally just
This is
do
the only
YouTube.
thing that we
So
have.
I'm definitely noticing like it's so bizarre when you go out now. Like a good use case is or a good example is we were in Chicago. We were at this roof deck bar, right? It was magnificent views of the city.
Hmm.
There was these two women there, and all they did was just take pictures of themselves, not even drinking. They had alcohol. They had like an espresso martini, and they're like, "Oh, let me get from this angle and this angle." They literally were just taking
They
pictures of
spent
each
the
other's.
entire time that we were there, and we were there for like what, half an
Yeah,
hour, just
I don't think they drank at
taking
all.
pictures and like figuring out like what angle. And I was like, you're not even
I know.
enjoying where you're at.
So
Like, have
like
a
we're just
conversation.
standing there, and I'm like, I'm enjoying the views and the weather and all of it. I was taking it all in, and I was looking at these women. I'm just like, what? Like this is that normal? Is what I'm doing now the old person thing where
I
I'm like,
guess,
so
but I don't know. I feel like
when you're off
we're
of social
losing
media,
like our ability to function in society.
yeah, it's a much bigger topic. But yeah, I think we're like the millennials, I guess, if you want to call
Yeah.
us that, whatever. We're like the last generation where it's like we kind of knew a life before all this crap, and I'm starting
Yeah.
to see more and more people. I don't know.
I
I don't
saw
know.
Dave's comment. He's like, I'm happy I went to
Yeah,
school before the AI era. I'm
yeah.
happy that I went to school before AI and before social media. Like,
Well, we didn't have the internet really.
yeah, I didn't have the internet until I was in high school.
Yeah,
I mean, that's how old I am. But I was another thing that we talk about. I feel like social media is the only invention that I can think of where people are like, I'm glad that I didn't have it.
yeah. A lot of people say that. They're like,
Mhm.
so many people are on social media, and it's almost like an abusive relationship. Like, yeah, I
Mhm.
hate it, but I still go on every day. And I'm like, okay, you could just not do that, you know. More than people actually live in the bit. Yeah,
Mhm.
I like that internet people. I'm gonna call them the internet people.
Well, it's he's right because they're making videos about the place that they're at. So people that aren't there are watching it and enjoying it and being like, I wish I could go there.
Yeah, I'm
So
like,
it's
you could
like
just
you're
go there.
there
Yeah,
and you're not enjoying it because you're making a video about it to people that you don't know.
yeah.
It is kind of bizarre. But I do feel like
Well, it is kind of
social
ironic.
media is the only
Yeah.
invention that I can think of where people are like, I wish it didn't exist.
Well, the weird thing is we do have a travel blog that we do once in a while. So it's almost like we're contradicting ourselves because like we do go on vacation, but we write a blog about it sometimes. But
But it's more like a journal.
yeah, I
Like
know.
we started a blog years ago, and I started it because I wanted to document all the places that we've been together. That was the main reason for it. And then it kind of started to take off.
Yeah, we had some
And
stuff stick, and so I was
and
like, we could start doing this like the
so
other people.
but then we kind of realized that we didn't want to do that.
Yeah,
And then COVID happened and we couldn't travel anymore. And I was like, you know what? I just want to go back
nip
to
it in the
the
bud.
original thing where it always was that, but now it's just like I document, this is where we went.
Yeah.
Here's some photos from it, just so we have the memories.
We used to sit sometimes, and I would create posts that were like, heavy on keywords. Like, here's the top. Like,
we
one
don't
of
do
our
any of that anymore.
one of our top posts was like top unique things to do in Tampa, Florida. And I sat and I wrote it. I made sure I put all the SEO terms in there. I did all the internet stuff that you need to do, or the SEO stuff, and it worked. We had a lot of views on that. We made some money, but then I'm like, I kind of hate this. Like, I hated doing it because I was like, I don't want to just, I don't want to write for the robots. I just want to. So when you see our travel blog, it's not even that we're trying to target it to make money, because we turn off the ads on it, because we used to have ads all over it. I was like, this sucks. Like, as a user, I don't want this. And we were making not even $1 a day.
It's literally just a journal.
Yeah.
And that's, I want to keep it forever, because I love to go back and look at the pictures and stuff that we did, because sometimes you forget those things, that like those little things that, we went to that restaurant or we went to that cool place, and you forget over the years. So that's the whole reason that I wanted it in the first place. So
yeah, we did shift, because for a period of time I was like, you know what, if we do it the right way, if we kind of follow how other people do it, we could do this like full time. That was before COVID, but yeah, at one point we were gonna maybe do that, but then people don't realize like how much work it is.
It's a lot
and
of
it's
work,
like you're not even enjoying the places you're going to, because at least what we do now, it's very little. Like, we take a few pictures, you might write down a few notes, like, okay, we did this today, this. That's it. Like, we're not like setting up the shots and like doing. You've probably seen it where people, they set up a shot and they go somewhere, but they have to put the camera on a tripod, walk in front of it.
Yeah, we don't even do any videos,
go back, get the
really.
camera. Like, people have no idea how much work goes into travel vlogging.
Well, making videos in general, it's a lot to make one video. And we have a full-time career. That would be another full-time career. So it's just too much. But I do love having our little blog. And if you want to read it, it's mustlovetraveling.com. You can see all the places that we've been. And we do throw in like a little like tips and like how much things cost. So if you want to go to those places, you can get that information. But it's mostly just like our little pictures, and we don't worry about like making it perfect.
Yeah, I guess at the end of the day, you could still do this stuff for yourself, and like it's like a hobby. Like, I consider it almost like a hobby blog. Yeah, but we were gonna monetize it and try to run a business, but I was like, not everything. That's like another thing too. It's like everyone's like you always have to hustle, and everything has to be a business, and you have to monetize this and create content every day, and it's not for us. Like, we've talked about it, but
writing the blogs and if I did it where it was like, I have to think about what users are gonna want, then I wouldn't enjoy it.
Yeah, or like what the algorithm says today. I'm like, that's like another reason. Like, I cut back on like a lot of my YouTube tutorials, because I'm like, something with our channel happened where it's just like we're just stagnant. Like, we're always basically. It's funny because we get up and down spikes, but it's always like it's flat on the weekends, because all of our tutorials are like stuff that people need. So it's like, no matter what I do, if I start posting videos every day, Saturday and Sunday, about non-web design stuff, it doesn't work. Like, we've tried things. I'm like, I just feel like I don't know how it works with these algorithms. And nobody does. So if they say they do, they're full of shit. I think that like after a while, like if you just get the consistent views, that's what YouTube wants. They don't want to give you millions of views and then get you all hyped up and then you scale back. They want, if you could just be steady, like that's what we are. We're just slowly creeping up, like very slow. So I don't know, because I feel like we've done that before. We've done big pushes where we do multiple videos a week. Hell, you did a video a day for 30 days. You got some views on it, but it didn't change our channel. It didn't.
It was more just to see if I could do it.
Yeah. You did a logo a day, which was a cool experiment, but it didn't like spike our channel up. Like people are like, you have to do daily vlogs and all this crap.
That's not why I was doing it in the first place.
Yeah.
I didn't really care about that. I just wanted to see if I could commit to something like that for a month. And it was
I wanted to see if I can commit to my Blender. My Blender animation, and I honestly was gonna quit a few times. I was like,
no, you did a great job with it.
Yeah, Yeah, I know. Yeah, so Imran constant video. Yeah, I don't.
Because I don't think he's human. I've said that several times. I don't think Imran's
Well, I know
human.
he batches them. I know he'll sit and do like 3 or 4 videos a day, and that'll be enough for the week. But
It's still a
well,
lot
like
of
right
work.
after you get off of this, you're gonna shoot a video,
Hmm.
and then you release it next week maybe, and that would be your
Yeah.
one video for like the week. You just the one shot. But
Yeah, I don't do daily stuff. It's too much. But I do like having a schedule, and I
I,
think that it helps. Like if I was like, okay, this is the day I'm going to film, and I just plan it out that way. I think that
like I'm routine,
helps.
but I don't want a schedule for content creation. I don't want it. Like we this is a conversation we've had several times. She's like, "Oh, you should do videos once or twice a week." I'm like, "I'll just make them whenever I want because then I don't feel the pressure." Because like I sat and I learned how to use Blender. It took me a month. I did that heavy. I didn't do anything else. I didn't even touch much website stuff. I didn't do any tutorials. I didn't. I loved it. I loved to be able to just sit there and learn something completely different and not feel pressured. Like
Hmm.
I remember it was somebody. I think it was actually somebody at Elementor when we were because I was starting to maybe do more content with Elementor. I remember they were like, "Oh, you guys should do like a schedule like every week. Like on Tuesdays it's this type of video and Wednesdays this type of video." And I was like, "No." Or I sat for. I
Well,
was like, "I can't do that."
it's too much for us to do. Like we have other stuff that we're doing. We don't
Yeah.
just do
And there
content.
are days where like I legit don't want to do anything. I just want to learn a few things, maybe what catch up on some YouTube videos, take a nap, go for a walk, and call it a day. I don't want to feel like I have to get behind a camera and do this. Like it doesn't add anything to my life, and it doesn't add any value to our viewers, in my opinion. So, all right, let me see.
It's weird when yeah, that's I think that one of the reasons I like your channel is because I feel like your videos are high quality.
Mhm.
Like you don't just make a video to make a video. And I think a lot of people feel this pressure that like they have to make content all the time, and the videos are poor quality because of that. Like if you're like I have to make a video once a day, like there's not enough content sometimes. You don't have enough ideas.
Yeah.
So I like filming when I have an idea.
Hmm.
And usually I have a whole
Well,
bank of
uh huh.
ideas in my head. Some of them are crap, some of
Because
them are good, and I figure out which one I'm going to.
I don't know where I fall because like I legit like when I learned the Blender stuff, I have literally hundreds of videos I could make because I learned hundreds of things in the period of time. I'm like, but do I need to make a video for all of this? I don't think I want to. I think I'd rather focus on creating more original content, like original projects. I think I might be focusing more on like projects. Like what I'm doing now, I'm creating this CRM because it's going to help us and our
Mm,
clients. It will save us money. I think I'm more interested in that these days. Like I told her I was like I'll still do YouTube videos once in a while like tutorials, but like that's no longer much of an interest for me because like the ad sales aren't great, the views we get aren't great. We used to get a lot more affiliates; those aren't great. So I feel like everything is kind of going down a little bit. So I was like, I'd rather build something like me building that mall might be silly, but like I think it's one of the coolest like animations I did because I had no boundaries. I was able to just
right.
do whatever the hell I want,
Hmm.
take my time, but I was like it turned out pretty good. I was like I don't need to like figure out okay do I have to make 2 videos this week or one because of the algorithm. I
Hmm.
don't want to feel like that.
Yeah, that's not what we're about. It's if we were like full-time YouTubers, yeah, then we would be more serious about it, but this is not our
It's not
full-time
I don't think it's a sustainable
job.
business anymore. It used to be like it's
Maybe, yeah.
rare.
I don't know. It never was like our full-time gig, so
Yeah.
it's a fun thing. I enjoy doing it. And I'm gonna continue to do it until I stop enjoying it.
Yeah. Or until they like start blocking or I don't know if it's true, but I think with YouTube, I think if you don't post, if you're in the partner program, you have to post like somebody might correct me here, once every 90 days or something like that, or you get out of the program. So technically, if we stopped, they would take us out of the program. It might take a while though.
Well,
But it was
I
kind
don't
of like
plan on doing
we
that.
joined the Amazon affiliate program because we were going to start pushing books and stuff, and they were like, oh, if you don't get 3 affiliate sales in 100 something days, they kick you out. So we only had 1 or 2. So I was like, great. So now I never heard of that before. You get kicked out of a program if you don't create enough content for them or you push enough.
I don't know. That's
Yeah.
the rules.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Well,
Yeah, we kind of just wanted to jump on here. So we might
get back into the swing of
She
things.
said she might want to do videos, like a live stream more often. I don't know. Like I woke up today, I was like, we haven't done a live stream in a while, so maybe Fridays. Fridays is probably more loose, right?
Oh, we'll see.
We-
It
we-
depends. It really depends on
Yeah,
our
that's what I'm saying.
schedule
Our
with client
schedules.
work and what we have going on. But
Yeah.
yeah, as of now, I would say yes.
Yeah.
But it could change.
Yeah. Because that was the thing. Like we used to, a while ago, we used to dedicate every Friday to increasing our business. So that means we would fix things up on our business, accounting or create content or something. We did that for a while, but then we get client requests. I'm like, we can't just be like, no, we're not going to do that on Friday, So sometimes that gets, in the way. So I was like, that the client work always comes first, of course.
Yeah. All right. Well,
All right,
I
cool.
think this was good.
Yeah. Alrighty, everyone. It's 10:30, almost an hour. We're good.
Hmm.
Yeah, I guess everyone have a good weekend, right?
Have a good weekend, and we'll see you soon.
Yep.
Bye.
See ya.